Hi everybody, we are here with Rosie up. Rosie is joining us for a board and train program up. I'm going to be interrupted a lot by saying off to her. She is just starting her program with us. The first day or two, she actually, I'm glad that I picked her up at home and I got to see a little bit of her true nature at home because honestly, the first 2 days here, she was nowhere near as jumpy as she was at her house. But that was just because she was adjusting. She was a little overwhelmed by all the other dogs in the house and everything. So it took her a minute to kind of feel a little bit like her normal confident self. So now you can see a little taste of what Rosie actually likes to do. So door bolting is one of the bigger issues that we want to work on with Rosie. She will just run away from her mom, so we want to make sure that we have a good recall on her and that she understands that just because the door is opening doesn't mean you get to just burst through the door and leave whenever you feel like it. So what I always do is I always make sure that all my dogs start practicing wait as soon as they start with us. And that means that I'm going to put them in a sit position using pressure and release on their slip lead and make them do basically a sit stay at the door, but I'm going to tell them wait. So with pressure and release, what we're teaching them is basically calm down, you've calmed down. So it's a way for us to communicate that you need to either pay attention with a pop or calm down with solid pressure. Now you can see Rosie doesn't quite know that yet. Like I said, we've just started with her. So that is the kind of stuff that we are working on with Rosie, is getting her into a calmer state of mind. So that's what we're actually going outside right now to practice, is pressure on and pressure off. All right, so I'm going to show you exactly how we work on this. So right now I've added spatial pressure moving into her while I've also have pressure on the leash. Now this is light pressure. It's 2 fingers worth of pressure. Rosie. All right, she's just moving. I haven't changed anything. Still. Okay, and then I'm basically going to do some blocking. Rosie. Fix my hand so this is a little better. Okay, so in the beginning, I'd rather not have to say SIT, but I will. Sit. Good girl. And then the pressure releases as soon as her butt hits the ground. Now in the beginning, I'm not asking for a whole lot. I really just want her to do a sit and me say wait, and then I'll say okay quick. Sorry, this is tempting her to try and jump at that. It's wiggling in her face. I can't blame her. Okay, so yeah, check out our creepy Chucky rug. Rosie, sit. So it's also, see how far down it slid? It's on her neck now. That's not going to be beneficial. So it needs to be placed correctly, and that's going to be up high, framing her skull, not on her trachea. See, as soon as she put pressure on, she sat, and now we have it loose, right? So now that we have her in this calmer state of mind, I'm going to slowly start opening the door. Now she gets up, I'm going to redo it. Right, so this is exactly what we work on. This is the kind of stuff we do in a board and train where, yeah, most people would just want to get the dog out the door, but we've already been practicing this for over 5 minutes just trying to go outside. But that's the whole thing. It's me not giving into the fact that she has to learn that just, Rosie, sit. Sit. Spatial pressure. Good girl. She has to learn that just because the door opens doesn't mean she gets to just burst through the door. So I'm just trying to give her slack so I can move on. Okay. Door open, so I used my foot as a way to kind of bring my body out. Still, she popped up, so I'm gonna readjust her leash. There's a lot of readjusting in the beginning when you're practicing this, because basically every time they move and you apply pressure, it's gonna move. Sit. But once they get the hang of it, ooh, see that yawn? That yawn is a good thing. That is her telling us that she is using her brain and that this is tiring. Those are the yawns that you are looking for. That is how you're going to get a calm Rosie, by giving her things to do with her brain to wear her out and not just relying on physical exercise to wear her out. All right, wait. So right there, you could tell a door opened with my elbow a little bit and she was going to move, but as soon as she did, I said, wait. Okay. So right now in the beginning stages, I'm not going to expect a lot. Like with my dog, we're practicing, me going in and out and petting my cat and, all of that. She is also very nervous of the cat. So I'm giving her lots of time to explore Fred. Fred is luckily very nice with the dogs. He's very, if the dogs spook him, he'll run away. My other cat, Sonic, was properly named Sonic because he runs from everything. But when she first started, she was like, she wouldn't go near the cat. She was like really afraid of him. she, she would bark at him if he was laying in the grass and everything. But she's doing much better now. She knows she can explore him a little bit. Come on, Rosie. So yeah, so practicing waiting at the door is a really important concept that we want to make sure that she learns. One, like I said, for helping with door bolting, and two, because it's really going to help build respect and build a working relationship between you guys. It seems like it's nothing, but when she learns that she has to listen to you and obey a command that you're giving her, which is going to be wait, you're building respect and you're making her do something for you. It's going to achieve a lot more than you're expecting. You're also teaching her that we're not going to leave the house until you're in a calm state of mind, and when I say so on my cue. So hopefully that helps. If you have any questions on the topic of weight, let me know. I'd be happy to help you with any of it. Just remember we are going to keep reinforcing that every single time she goes out, when she comes to my house, when she is at my house. So when she comes home, it's going to be very important for you guys to start implementing that the moment she comes home. All of these are going to be really important for you to start doing this new type of working with her and giving her a routine and, a schedule basically. So even like with potty training, while I'm thinking of it, a lot of people tend to say, she doesn't let me know when she needs to go out. But in actuality, we don't want her to let us know. That's her training us to say, hey, take me outside. When in fact, we want it to be the other way. We want to bladder train her so that she understands we go out at this time, this time, this time, this time. So it becomes very regular for her. Like she gets up in the morning and comes out of her crate and we go outside and potty. And then she goes up and she has breakfast, and we take them out again after breakfast before playtime. And then after playtime is done, we go outside and we do a lesson like we're doing right now. So we're practicing weight at all of these times. So, it really helps. The more you go out, the more you practice this. You don't even have to take her outside when you're practicing weight. You can just say wait and then act like you're getting a pizza delivered or you're getting a package from Amazon delivered, because she also has to learn that just because the door opens doesn't mean we're going out every single time. So it's really important to practice what you're hoping for in real life. You want to practice that when you're ready, when it's a setup and you're expecting it to happen and you're waiting for her to break, so that you can practice that with her and show her, no, this is what I want. So we're building the foundation so that she understands what the commands mean, and she's going to know that we wait at the door, but it's going to be important for you to reinforce that. And if you don't reinforce it correctly, she's just going to bolt through the door like she was before, because she's so used to being able to do things a certain way in her environment. So we have to make sure that we kind of change her routine in the way that she does things. And like I said, this is great for you to start working on with your other dog too. It's going to help you kind of get in a routine of using these commands, and you can start practicing with the dog. That's probably going to be a little bit easier for you to work with. So I also have a lot of other videos, so if you want to really, any dog that I work with, as far as like any of the topics, is going to be beneficial for you. You're going to, you're going to learn things in the videos regardless of who the dog is. So if you have any questions, let me know, and we will be back with more Rosie footage. So have a good one. Say bye, Rosie.